Hello my senior friends, cultural studies. That is the paper we are trying to tackle. And we have already done Raymond Williams, Culture is Ordinary, the two paradigms, culturalism and structuralism by Stuart Hall, Simon Turing's Value, Popular Culture, John Story's What is Popular Culture, and you had the Gulf War did not take place. Famous essay by the Gulf War essay by Baudelaire, and you have Toys by Roland Barthes. And last one we did was Adorno and Horkheimer's culture industry. How cultural industry impacts our democratic functioning of our institutions. That's what we have seen. And today we have Ashish Nandi, famous. The title of the essay is Indian Popular Cinema as a Slum's Eye View of Politics. Ashish Nandi. 1992. A very important year in the history of Indian popular cinema. Indian popular cinema means masala cinema, isn't it? Or we can say it is everything to everybody. It is everything to everybody. From a small child to an old man, an adult, or a happy-go-lucky person to a person who is about to die. Understand? Or suffering from melancholy. You remember now in a film where the hero he is lame and he is complaining to God. He is my right leg or left leg is broken. I cannot walk. What is this life? I am going to die, etc. Then when he opened his eyes, he saw a person who had both the legs, who lost both the legs. And he is very happy. And then he thought, why? If he can be happy, I can also be happy. That's what I said. Even if you are suffering from melancholy or about to die, you are disappointed. Even for such persons even, you have got something to energize you in Indian popular cinema. 1992 is a very important year, I told you. Why, Because first time probably, an official report was compiled by INB. You know what is INB? Information and Broadcasting Ministry. Understand? About Indian popular cinema. And the fantastic statistics were rolled out. But before that we can see Mahmood Jamal. You heard of Mahmood Jamal? Mahmood Jamal. Mahmood Jamal's documentary, that is Peacock Screen. Peacock Screen. Very famous, charming, a very charming documentary. Peacock Screen. Yes. Both these, so to say, this is a charming documentary by, it's what you must say, an individual's initiative. But 1992 official report, mass media in India. Mass media in India. Mass media means films. There are many other items are there, but this is mainly when we say mass media, mass culture, culture industry, etc. When we speak, of course, we are referring to a popular cinema. Because it's a very, very powerful media, yes. Now, these two, one Mahmood Jamal's Peacock Screen, the other, the official report, rolled out fantastic statistics about Indian popular cinema. 1992, see that, 1992 statistics I will tell you. I will give you here. They say that on an average, 2.5 films, feature films are rolled out every day. That is 1992. What about the present situation? 6 films, 6 feature films. Maybe they are producing at least 6 feature films a day. Look at that. 1992, 15,000 people were thronging or crowding around cinema theatres every day across the country. But what about now? Now it must be 30,000 people, isn't it? 30,000 people now. That's how we project now. Yes. Or less. Because now digital world, people have got rich people when they build their houses, luxury houses, they build home theatres. So why should they go to a theatre? They have to take a taxi or they have to drive their car and all. The roads are all packed, isn't it? There's traffic jam. Why should we go? Because so viewers, number of viewers might have increased, but how many of them are going to theatre, that we don't know. Anyway, 30,000 something. 1992, they said there were 13,002 theatres. Now, of course, it must be about 35,000 theatres. 35,000. So this is a status. Understand? And very interesting, this our film industry is one of the largest, or you can say biggest in the world. The film industry is one of the biggest or the largest in the world, not Asia, or you can say not just this part of, say, comprising Pakistan, Bangladesh and Afghanistan, India, Ceylon, no, not that. The whole world, if you take, one of the biggest industries, that is Indian popular cinema. Understand? Largest. But the point is that it is slighted. It is not taken seriously. The industry, the mainstream industry, they consider this popular cinema as something, a revenue earner, that's all. Something unimportant. They consider it as a slum. Understand that? Yeah. So that is maybe that is the attitude of these people. Means people in the mainstream industry, steel industry, or you have got coal industry, or you have got Tata, Birla, Ambani's. They don't care much about Indian popular cinema. But yet, we can say, yet, or even then you can say, it has got its own personality. That is, Indian popular cinema has its own personality. Indian popular cinema has exerted such influence that nobody can say that it is unimportant. You can say it is something like, for example, when the sun rises, dogs bark. Nothing happens to the sun. Like that. The popular cinema is rising every day with new life, new colors, new themes, new ideas, new attitudes, new actors. Even if the mainstream industry doesn't bother about that, you don't care. Understand? That's the attitude of film industry. Bollywoods, Tollywoods, Mollywood. How many woods are there? You know what is Tollywood? What is Mollywood? What is Bollywood? So anyhow, these are all woods where you find beauty. As Robert Frost saw beauty in woods are dark, lovely, woods are dark and deep. Isn't it like that? Woods are lovely, dark and deep. I think so. I am not exactly sure about that. But that's not the question here. It's not that I am testing my memory, reciting this line, no. But the woods are, whether it is Tollywood, Hollywood, or it is Bollywood or Mollywood, whatever wood it is very beautiful. That's all we have. It is teeming with people, beautiful people, chocolate pie heroes. Then you can see villains, fighters, angry young men. Then very handsome, soft Romeos, like the characters of, our famous, remember, Rajesh Khanna. Or the angry young man like Amitabh Bachchan. Whatever it is a big industry. You cannot deny that. Alright. So remember, assistant on this view. So there are two documents. One is individual's initiative, the other official record. And you get such fantastic figures. Yes. Even beyond our wildest imagination. Before my listening to me, have you ever thought that some 30,000 people are going to the theatres every day? Yes. 6 feature films every day released. Understand? About 30,000 theatres, ABC category. That is. Understand? That is the situation. You should see the magnitude of this industry. Even if other people they slide it, we don't bother about it. That's what the Bollywood people say. Understand? So it provides everything for everyone. Now, a brief history. The second point to consider today is the brief history. You cannot say history, what do you call hopping like a grasshopper. You can say. It all begins with the classical Sanskrit drama. Classical Sanskrit plays. So, these were the subject matter of films. With the Dada Saheb Phalke. Dada Saheb Phalke. Or you can say Christopher Briskin has called him the Phalke Muni. Called him Phalke Muni. Now it begins with the classical Sanskrit dramas. Then what happened is, and of course the originator or the pioneer you can say is Dada Saheb Phalke. You have got Dada Saheb Phalke award every year given out. Yes. So or Phalke Muni. Yes. He is the pioneer of Indian cinema. Then you have got Bombay Talkies, Bombay Cinema, New Theatres, then RK Studios of Raj Kapoor, and you have got Guru Dutt. Yes. They were actors, producers, and they had their own studios, isn't it? Yeah. So those people made huge contributions to the growth of Indian popular cinema. You remember now that tragedy Queen Meena Kumari. Oh, I remember that when we were young, her pictures used to run years in a theatre. Would you believe it? Years. Main chup rahungi. Classical. Sahib Bibi or Gulam. If you can get that film, you will get it now in the internet or you can get it in your. There are many ways to get CDs are there. You must go through that. If you are really interested in popular cinema, you should see some of her films. That is what we say about Pakiza, very popular in Pakistan. So Indian popular cinema is not a cultural presence in India alone. Not only in India but also. Remember now how to connect these sentences. Not only but also. Not only in India but also in North Africa, Russia, Fiji, Mauritius, then you have China and Pakistan, Bangladesh, Afghanistan. All these places, Indian cinema has a cultural presence. Understand? Yeah. So then coming back to the history, brief history you can say, like a grasshopper jumping point to point, begins with the Dada Saheb Phalke and the classical Sanskrit films. And then you have got the plays, and then you have got these big guns like Guru Dutt. Guru Dutt, of course, fate snatched him away when he was young. Very sad, very sad. Yes. Kagas ke Phool. Then you have got that famous song, no? Kagas ke what is that? Chaudhami ka Chandu. Isn't it? Chaudhami ka Chandu. See, I used to be a singer, but not now, because I have no practice. Otherwise, I could have sang that song now. Yeah. So then we have got what is called Sai Bibi or Gulam. See, he was such a what we must say gigantic personality, we can say, in Indian films. But faith snatched it away. And Arca Studios. Arca Studios owned by Raj Kapoor. Isn't it? And after some time, what happened? You have got all kinds of new types of heroes, like chocolate heroes now. Rajesh Khanna, all love, romance, Aradhana. You know, I remember somebody who was sitting near me in the theatre. I was also watching that movie. Somebody was telling his friend nearby, I am seeing this for the 8th time. How popular it was, Aradhana. Yes. And now here what I am coming to the point is that sudden movement, no? Changes, transition, development. So development of Indian popular cinema, you can see, these important personalities, Vaijayanthimala, Dharmendra, Jitendra, isn't it? Then Devanand, and that great actor Dilip Kumar. Yes. So these are the people actually made Indian cinema popular. Those days we did not know anything about the director. We only knew only about the actor. Who is the actor? Who is the actress? Hero, heroine. That's the important thing. Now, so Indian cinema developed from classical plays to all the days of Dada Saheb Phalke to the present. The present, even now we can say about Big B. Yes. We can say he's still to be considered a very important person in Indian popular cinema. Listen. He introduced vigilantes. He was playing always his moral indignation. He stood for moral indignation, expressing his moral indignation. Basha, come across that film, isn't it? Basha. And then Diwar, famous Diwar. So these are all smugglers, the feud between smuggling clans, etc. Now, what I am trying to tell you is that towards the end, for the time being, the Ashish Nandi has given only just one paragraph about this. Somehow I just got into some deviations, please forgive me. And then from Dada Saheb Phalke, today Indian cinema has come to a level that is Indian cinema. It has a metaphor now. That is, the metaphor is, you can say Indian cinema, popular cinema, or urban slum. Life in the urban slum. This is the metaphor for Indian popular cinema. Understand that? Ratnagar Tripathi, isn't it? Ratnagar Tripathi has given this metaphor. Instead of saying popular cinema, you can say urban cinema. Understand that? Now, why is that? That's what we are to consider next. Indian cinema, Indian popular cinema from the days of Dada Saheb Phalke, classical sunset plays, it is journey. It has got a very long journey. In between you have got magnificent personalities, magnificent heroes and heroines, great producers, great actors, Sholay. And you remember Sholay, isn't it? Yeah. So, there are milestones we can say. Now it has come to this level, that is the urban slum. Indian popular cinema, as Ratnagar Tripathi has said, it is urban slum. What are the qualities? Or what are the dynamics of an Indian urban slum? If you know that, then you can predict all the films that is being released. Because one way or the other, as Adorno criticized the culture industry, this is the eternal sameness. Slight difference here and there. That's what we are going to see. That's not a negative thing, negative quality. I'm not saying that's a negative quality. This eternal sameness is required here because people want it. You got the point. They want it, they are waiting for it. That's the thing. They look, Ahmedabad, then definitely there will be some struggle against a Seminda or a smuggling, a clan or a politician. In today's films, what do you find? You don't find the hero villain, but you find the villain, khadi-clad politician villain. Because they are committing all the villainy. That's what I said. It is Indian popular cinema, the metaphor for that is urban slum. Now, what is urban slum, etc.? We will see tomorrow. And see what are the dynamics of urban slum. Why this has been taken as a subject matter for popular cinema, in popular cinema, and why popular cinema is known as urban slum, etc. We will see tomorrow. Okay? Till then, have a nice time. I see some of the films, some of the good Hindi films, isn't it? Pakiza, for example, you must see it if you have not seen it. Pakiza, it's so popular in Pakistan that once I read a report that the army was a favorite of the Pakistan army, Pakiza. That is, I think that is the last film where Meena Kumari acted. Understand? Yeah. Now all those things you can see is very accessible these days now. It is very accessible. It is in your mobile phone, you will get it, you get computer, you will get it, you will get your net, you will get your lap, you will get your TV, you will get, anywhere you can see. But it's good when you are studying, discussing this topic, it's good to see one or two famous films of those days. Understand that? Yes. I think that that will be a help. When I tell you this, that will be help. Okay. Of course, I shouldn't forget people like Salman Khan and Shah Rukh Khan, King Khan, yes, King Khan, Madhuri Dixit, and of course our Sri Devi. Understand? It's not that I forgot their names, but they're also very, very important. Current heroes there, current heroes, yes. Crowd players there. So, one or two Indian films, if you see, Indian popular cinema, if you see, that will be a great help in understanding this, That's what I said. Otherwise also, I think you must be seeing this thing. Isn't it? The day the film is released, most of you are absent in the class. Why? Where are you going? You are going to the theatre. Okay, for the time being, when we are discussing this, it's allowed, but not otherwise. Alright? Take care. Enjoy yourself. Have a nice time. Bye.